Oh my goodness, how sweet. Hi, baby. Oh Lord, look at that. Look at that. Dogs are hilarious. They're like humans. Oh, I can't hear you if you're saying anything.
Oh, yeah, I said she's 12 years old and she needs more meditation than I do.
That's funny. I have a dog that could benefit from it too. A crazy German Shepherd. All right, so if y'all want, you can like put in the comments how you're feeling. Thank you for showing up and for being here. I am recording, and it should only be recording me, at least I hope anyway. Because I do like to record these meditations and like upload them to YouTube just so that they're there later. So if you don't mind, I also want to be respectful of everyone. So, and we'll still wait about 5 minutes just to see if any more people will come on and join us. If you're just now joining, you can be seated in a comfortable position on the floor. So crisscross applesauce, or you could be lying down on your back. You could be seated in a chair if that's what's most comfortable for you. It's just, this is your space. This is your time. This is your meditation. And so do what's best for you. I don't like to say, hey, sit on the floor. And we're definitely doing some deep breathing that could be, lying on your back could be great for you. I'm going to be seated like this just so you can see me and so I can lead and guide. If you want to turn your camera on, feel free. If you want to leave it off, that's fine as well. You can let us know in the comments where you're from. Where are you from? I'm from Oklahoma. So if you want to put it in the chat, you can. You can let us know how you're feeling today, because this is a busy, energetic day. And if you see me looking off to the side, it's because I also have my computer. So like I'm looking in the comments at the comments on my computer. But yes, Lexi says I'm feeling peaceful and in love. Oh, I love it. Yes. I'm feeling peaceful and in love. That's wonderful. And while we're waiting, maybe even think about why you decided to show up. So like what is your intention? Not what was, but what is your intention? Or maybe even like what spoke to you in the moment that you decided to say, hey, I'm gonna join in for that meditation tonight. So like what's your intention for being here? What would you like to receive during your time here? What would you like to give? What would you like to surrender? What would you like to let go of through your breath? As you're inhaling, we'll imagine, or you can just, visualize yourself receiving. As you're exhaling, you can just kind of visualize or imagine that represents you surrendering or giving something away. So what do you want to receive tonight, and what do you want to give away? I always like to ask that question whenever I'm leading meditations, because I think that's just really important. This is a space you can kind of think of this time as like your altar. So you're like coming to the altar. What do you want to receive while you're here? What do you want to give away? Constance says, hey everyone, I'm from Texas and I'm feeling happy. Yay. Happy is good. I woke up feeling happy myself. And then I had I was gone all day trying to find a vehicle. And then it just kind of, but I was like, remember how you woke up feeling? You wanted to carry that with you throughout your day. So get back to it. So I'm back there. So I'm glad you said happy. I love that. And I also love Texas. So holla. Yes. Keeping the vibes high for sure. Remembering that I am in control. And that's kind of like what the meditation tonight is going to be about. Just helping us to remember that, like, we're in control. Like, the power, the authority, it's all in our hands. No one, nothing can take it away from us. Nothing that is happening around us in this world can distract us from those high vibrations unless we give it permission to. And so that's kind of what we're going to work with tonight. Just moved from Texas to New Jersey, feeling at peace. Yes. Congratulations on your move. I'm grateful you're here. All right, so it's 9:11. We're going to go ahead and get started. So yeah, just I'm really grateful that y'all are here tonight. I appreciate it. Your friend is about to hop on. Okay, I'll wait just a second then. No problem. So while we're waiting, go ahead and your eyes are still open. You're still just in your space, but go ahead and just notice your breath. So I don't want you to take deep breaths yet. I just want you to focus your attention upon your breath. Just take your attention, take your mind, place your energy, your thoughts on your breath. Just notice your breath. And then we can continue to engage in the comments a little bit. But just as you're noticing your breath and taking your attention to your breath, what are some thoughts maybe that are coming up about your breath? What are some feelings that are coming up as you're connecting to your breath and putting your attention onto your breath? And you don't have to comment. You want to release some of this anxiety, yes, you're definitely going to be, we're going to release that for sure. Yes. Okay. All right. So we've taken our attention to our breath. We know what it is that we want to release. And maybe you don't yet. Maybe that'll come for you as you're going throughout. That little spark of your intuition will just tell you, hey, this is what we want you to release. You know what you want to surrender, and maybe you know what you want to receive. So I want you to go ahead and bring your hands into prayer position. So just right here in front of your heart, your thumbs pressing up against your sternum. Your eyes are still open. Release tension and receive calm. Yes. 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 Okay. Yes. Oh, I can't stop saying this. Okay. Okay. All right. So, yes, hands in prayer position in front of your heart, your thumbs pressed against your sternum. You're feeling your heartbeat. I like to say you're feeling your aliveness. And I want you to go ahead and close your eyes. So gently, softly close your eyes. And I want you to notice if you are making any movement. Are you fidgeting? Do you have an itch that can wait to be? Do you really need to scratch it right now? And even as you're going throughout the meditation, notice those moments when your body may become resistant to the stillness that you're cultivating by wanting you to scratch or by wanting you to move that arm or pull up your pant, whatever it is, fix your shirt. Pay attention to that as you're going throughout. And notice if you can resist the urge to allow your body to distract you from the space, this moment of stillness that you're cultivating for yourself. So hands are in prayer position. And before we start, I want you to offer some words of gratitude and thanksgiving to yourself for showing up, for being here, for being willing and open to release and surrender, for being willing to receive whatever it is that God has in store for you tonight in this space. Just taking your time to honor yourself, to honor your mind, to honor your heart, your body, your spirit, because that's what you're doing in this moment. And then reminding yourself to carry whatever it is that you cultivate in this space, reminding yourself to carry it with you as you sleep tonight, to carry it with you as you wake up in the morning, as you go throughout your day. And then when you're ready, you can go ahead and just release your hands down, palms facing down. So if you're lying down on your back, just have your palms facing down or touching the ground at your side. If you're sitting, as I am, have your hands on your knees, palms facing down. And you can go ahead and keep your eyes closed. You'll just listen to my voice. You'll follow the sound of my voice. You'll follow my guidance, my direction. I do want you to remember that as we move throughout the meditation, just remember that this is you. Again, this is your space. This is your time. If the deep breathing becomes too much, then you can always fall back and just kind of like regroup and remind yourself that you're safe. Remind yourself that everything is well in this moment. As we go throughout the visualization portion of the meditation, again, if you need to fall back, if you need to just kind of take some deep breaths to regroup, that's fine as well. This is your space. But then again, also remember, can you push through those moments of distraction? So we've already noticed our breath. We've already kind of taken our attention and put it upon our breath, our life force. And so now I want you to begin to allow your breath to deepen. So you're still inhaling in and out through your nose, and just allow your breath to grow deeper, noticing how deep your body wants you to go, how deep your body will allow you to go. And with every inhale, just allowing it to grow a little bit deeper, not forcing, just flowing with your breath, following the flow of your breath. Take 2 more deep breaths in and out through your nose. So we're going to go ahead and move into the guided breathing portion. And so I like to do breathing patterns in a 3-6-9 or like 9-6-3. So we're going to start with 9 breaths in through our nose and out through our mouth, and I'll guide us through that. And then in between each one, we'll just kind of rest for a few seconds. Oh. So sorry, somebody just came in, so give me a second. So hello, just make sure that you are comfortable seated or lying down. We're getting ready to move into the deep breathing. So you can close your eyes and take a couple of deep breaths just to connect with us. And so again, I'll guide us through the breath. So we'll start with 9, then we'll move to 6, and then we'll move to 3. And each round will be a little bit different. And in between the 9 and the 6, there will be a little bit of engagement. So you can go into the comments and share if you want. If not, it's just something to think about afterwards. So your eyes are closed. Your palms are either at your side or resting on your knees, face down. And whenever you're breathing, I want us to do what's referred to as audible breathing. And so what that means is whenever you're inhaling through your nose, you can hear your breath. It's not quiet, it's loud. It sounds like the wind or it sounds like the waves of the ocean. And then whenever you exhale out through your mouth, the same thing. It sounds like waves, it sounds like the wind. But it's an audible breath. It's not quiet. It's referred to as like the victorious breath, the breath of victory, the breath of triumph. And so keep that in mind as you're breathing, audible breath. And when you're hearing it, just think of how triumphant or how victorious it sounds as you're inhaling and exhaling. All right, so we're going to go ahead. So I want to know whenever you're breathing in through your nose, you'll feel your belly inflate. You'll feel your lungs filling up with air. And then whenever you exhale, you'll feel your belly meeting your spine. So like you're really exhaling, pushing that breath out. And it's like you're sucking in your belly. All right. So go ahead and we'll take the first breath in through our nose. And then you'll exhale it out through your mouth. Hearing that audible breath in through your nose. And then exhale it out through your mouth. Remembering to go as deep as your body will allow on the inhale, but also at the same time with each breath, allowing it to grow deeper. In through your nose. And out through your mouth. In through your nose. and out through your mouth. On this next breath, whenever you inhale, we'll hold the breath for just a few seconds. And as you're holding your breath, I want you to notice in your body where you may be holding onto any tension. And then as you're holding your breath, I'll ask you to release that tension while you're holding your breath. And then as you exhale, you'll just kind of feel like the benefits of that releasing while you're holding your breath. So go ahead and breathe in through your nose. Holding your breath, taking note of where you're holding any tension in your body. So maybe in your face, maybe in your shoulders, your neck, your forehead. And then as you exhale out your mouth, just let everything go. Let it all go. And we'll do that on these last 4 breaths. So inhale through your nose. Holding your breath. Noticing where you're holding onto any tension. Maybe even check in with your belly area. Are you holding tension in your stomach? Can you release it? And then exhale out through your mouth, allowing everything to release and relax. And then in through your nose. Holding your breath. Maybe you feel a little bit more relaxed, so you may have to really notice where you're holding on to any tension. And then exhale out through your mouth. In through your nose. Holding your breath. And then exhale out through your mouth. One more time, in through your nose. Hold your breath. Maybe even whisper to yourself or say in your mind, I release. And then exhale out through your mouth. You'll return back to your normal breathing pattern. And then as your eyes are still closed, and I want you to think about, just what's one word. So allow your mind or your spirit to show you what's one word to describe how you feel after having gone through those 9 breaths. And if you want, you can put it in the chat. But just one word after having gone through those first 9 breaths. What's one word to describe how you feel? Aware. Yes, I love that word. Aware. Yes. Aware of yourself. Aware of your power. Aware of your growth. Fluid. Relaxed. Gratitude. Open. Yes. Ooh, gratitude. Grateful for your life. Grateful for your life. Relaxed, open, fluid. All words that describe the state we need to be in order to receive what it is that we need to receive. So we're releasing so that we can receive. So I love all of those words. Okay, so go ahead and close your eyes again. We're going to move into the 6 breaths. And this time we're going to breathe in through our nose, and then we'll exhale out through our nose. And so again, making that breath audible, breathing that victorious breath, that triumphant breath. So in through your nose, out through your nose. We'll do that 6 times. So go ahead and take that first breath in through your nose. And exhale it out through your nose. In through your nose. And exhale out through your nose. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Hold your breath. Notice where you need to relax. And then exhale. Inhale. Hold your breath. As you're holding your breath, I want you to take your attention to your heart center. So just notice how you feel in that area, in that space. And then exhale it out through your nose. Return back to your normal breathing pattern. And then I want you to think about one thing that you desire for yourself. So what is one of your heart's desires? And not even really think about, but allow your spirit to bring to your mind. What is one of your heart's desires? And if you want, you can share that in the comments. What is one of your heart's desires? Pleasure. Yes. May you receive all the pleasure in all the ways. Yes, pleasure. More pleasure, please. Yes. Peace and love. Yes, Dominique. Ooh, yes, peace and love. Freedom. Assurance. Assurance. Something that I have been saying to myself to go along with that assurance lately, Emily, is I've been saying one thing I know, and I'll just read one. Like, one thing I know is that all of my relationships are divinely protected. So I'll say one thing I know, then I'll add whatever it is, and at the end I'll say is or are divinely protected. So that may be something that you can like journal, as far as like what you may need reassurance in, journaling that one thing I know. Yes. And then we have, freedom. Yes. Freedom. Freedom. Freedom from what? I feel like I should ask you, Constance, and not so that you can answer, but just say freedom from what? Freedom from what? And then there's another question that's there, like freedom from what? And have you checked in to see if you're already free from whatever it is that you are seeking to be free from? Are you allowing yourself to be free, whatever it is you may be seeking freedom in or from? Are you allowing the freedom? Allow the freedom. Success. Yes. Yes. Receive it. These are all things that we're receiving right now. Receive it. So we're going to move into the last round of breathing. And so with this 3 breaths, we're going to breathe in through our nose, and then we're going to breathe out through our mouth. But it's going to look like, so we'll do this 3 times, but it's going to look like first, so in through our nose, we'll take 3 inhales. So it's like, and then we'll hold it, and then we'll exhale out through our mouth. So it's in, hold it, and then exhale out through your mouth. So in, hold it, exhale. And we'll do that 3 times. So go ahead and close your eyes. If you've been, we were kind of typing in the chat, so we are moving around. Just come back to that place of stillness. So again, it's in, hold the breath, and then exhale. So go ahead and take your first inhale. Hold your breath. And then exhale it out through your mouth. And that last inhale through your nose, so it's 1, 2, 3. That last inhale, you'll kind of elongate it. So you'll make it longer than the first 2. So go ahead and breathe in, and then in. Hold your breath. Relax your face. Notice your forehead, your jaw, relax, and then exhale out through your mouth. We're going to do that 2 more times. So breathe that inhale breath in. Holding your breath. And then exhale out through your mouth. And one more time, in through your nose. Hold your breath. And then exhale out through your mouth. And so you're going to go ahead and keep your eyes closed. We're going to move into a visualization part. It's not going to be very long, and then we'll be done. And so your eyes are closed. If you need to change positions real quick, so maybe you want to lie down, or maybe you want to sit up, go ahead and do that. Take a few seconds just to move around. If you need to kind of stretch your legs out in front of you for a second, go ahead and do that. All right, so we're all comfortable. Your eyes are closed. All right, so I want you to go ahead and take a deep breath in through your nose, and then just gently exhale it out through your nose, just to prepare for this vision, to see it, to receive it, to be in it. And then I want you to go ahead and notice in your mind's eye, I want you to see a mirror. So in your mind's eye, you see a mirror. I don't want you to think about it. You're just visualizing a mirror. But I do want you to notice, what does the mirror look like as it's popped up in your mind's eye? And then whatever the mirror looks like, after you see it, you notice it, maybe you even study it a little bit, I want you to just notice notice the way that your mirror popped up, and notice or take note, a mental note, and then let it go. So you'll take a mental note of how that correlates with your current mindset, with your current set of beliefs about yourself, about life. Make that mental note and then let it go. So take a deep breath in through your nose and then sigh it out through your mouth to indicate that you've let that mental note go. And then as you see this mirror, I want you to begin to see yourself where you are, seated, lying down in your space, wherever you are right now. Just begin to imagine yourself looking into that mirror. So you can see yourself in this mirror. You see yourself in the mirror. Just notice yourself. There are no thoughts. If you have any thoughts that come to your mind as you're imagining yourself in this mirror, let those thoughts go. Don't judge them, just let them go. And then I want you to imagine that this mirror becomes consumed with a yellow light. So it's a bright yellow light. It's consuming the entire mirror. You can no longer see your reflection. You just see this bright light filling up the mirror. And then I want you to notice that there's a figure coming forth from this light. They're in the mirror, they're in the light, but you see this figure. You can't quite make out who it is just yet, but you see this, you notice this figure. And then as this figure comes forward and you begin to see it more clearly, I want you to notice that it's a version of yourself, and it's a more joyful, optimistic, enthusiastic, blissful version of yourself. And so what age does this version of yourself that you're seeing in this light remind you of? And so then I want you to notice this version of yourself, reach a hand out to you. So they extend a hand out through the light, out through the mirror. And then I want you to notice yourself take their hand, and then you step into the mirror and you step into the light with this version of yourself. And as you do, you notice yourself in a room. You see yourself in a room. This room is full of people that you love. It's full of things that you love, places that you love, colors, shapes that you love, items that you love, feelings that you love to feel. Just notice this room, notice what's in it, notice who's there, notice the colors, the shapes, the smells, the sounds. What's present in this room? What does it remind you of? As you see yourself looking around this room, how are you feeling? How are you feeling as you're looking around the room, as you're just sitting in awe of what's within the room. Are you touching anything in the room? Following the flow of the vision, no forcing, just following the flow of the vision, allowing yourself to be in this room, allowing yourself to imagine yourself in this space. And then I want you to see the version of yourself that guided you to this room. They extend their hand out again. You take their hand and they guide you back to the mirror, back towards that bright yellow light. And then I want you to see this version of yourself give you a big hug. And then see yourself step back out onto the other side of the mirror through the light. And now you're facing this version of yourself. And here, I want you to hear this version of yourself say to you, you are the portal. You are the portal. You are the portal. And then I want you to see yourself saying back to that version of yourself, I am the portal. And then imagine yourself saying back to this version of yourself, I accept that I am the portal. I accept that I am the portal. And then I want you to notice yourself come back to the space that you are in. You go back to sitting down, you go back to lying down. You still see this mirror. And as you take your seat or as you go back to lying down, you notice the version of yourself fading off. You notice the yellow light fading away. And then you notice the mirror is no longer there. And now you're just back in your space. And so 3 times, I'm going to say, you are the portal. And I want you to say out loud in your space, I am the portal. So you'll repeat after me. I'll say, you are the portal. Then you'll repeat, I am the portal. And we'll do that 3 times. You are the portal. You are the portal. You are the portal. And then just say out loud to yourself, I am grateful to be the portal. I am grateful to be the portal. And then we'll take 3 deep breaths in through our nose and we'll exhale them out through our mouth. And we'll make it the audible breath just to kind of shake ourselves back up, to wake back up. So in through your nose. And a powerful exhale out through your mouth. In through your nose. Powerful exhale out through your mouth. In through your nose. Hold your breath. And then exhale out through your mouth. And then you'll return back to your normal breathing pattern. And whenever you're ready, I want you to take your time. You can start with moving your hands, maybe wiggling your toes, your fingers, rotating your wrist and your ankles. Maybe even stretching your arms above your head. And then slowly, gently opening your eyes. Coming back to this space. When you're ready, there's no rush. Take your time. And then once you come back, if you have any thoughts, if you have anything to share, we can share briefly before we go. Oh yeah, we're doing good on time. So yeah, if you want to share, you can either share in the comments, you can unmute yourself and share. Whatever is best for you whenever you're ready.
Ooh, May say, girl, what? So first off, it wasn't a room. It was like this little wonderland place. Like it was filled with like rainbows and all a pond. There was a. Let me calm down because I'm so sorry.
You don't have to calm down.
No, look, there was a fish that literally jumped out of the water and kissed my nose. I'm like, oh, well, hello. Kissed my nose. I had trees full of mangoes everywhere.
Ooh.
I had naked people everywhere.
The Garden of Eden.
That's what I feel like. Cause it was beautiful. Like it was,
Yes.
a whole. But then I got led to sort of like this dungeon. And before I could get to the actual dungeon and what's all was down there, that was when, you had our version of ourselves come and get us. So I'm like, I'm gonna come back. But
yeah, I was about to say.
I'm gonna come back. But of course, every time I go into these meditations with you guys, it's always my inner child. It's always that little 5-year-old with this cute little gold dress. I'm gonna have to show you the picture. She has this gold dress on. Her hair is all done in the little bobos. She always comes and gets me, and that's who's literally like when I throw my tantrums. That's who's throwing my tantrums. She is because she be. It's her world, and I just live in it clearly.
Yeah,
so.
she's like, I need you to let me be free again.
Please. And I'm like, well, baby, you like to destroy stuff. She likes so. So that was
but like, what is she trying to destroy? Like, she ain't trying to destroy just anything. She's trying to destroy the shit that you're letting hold you back.
Period. Like, exactly. So I'm gonna let that baby do her thing. I'm gonna let her do her thing because that space that I saw was beautiful. I'm like,
Yeah. I love it. Thanks for sharing.
Of course.
Thanks for being here. I appreciate it.
Of course I'm gonna be here, girl. Your meditations are always what my soul needs, my heart needs. That literally calmed me. I was at peace today, even with the string of events that's going on and the heaviness of everything in the collective. But I was at peace all day, and this just literally brought me into more peace. So I love you, Macy.
I love you too.
Okay, you my dog.
I love you too. Anybody else want to share? What up, Em? My dog.
I saw myself 55 years old, having a dinner party with all my friends, and it was dope.
Nice.
It's so cool.
Was there any ganja involved?
Probably.
Oh.
I didn't see a lot of like specifics about like what was there, who was there. But I felt like, you know, there's probably like a dozen people or so like mingling in my home, and I felt free and like carefree in the sense of like, yes, I knew I was the host of the party, but I knew I didn't have to appease anyone. Like everyone was comfortable existing in that space, and they were all happy to be there, and they were all enjoying themselves, and I wasn't stressed about it, and I was happy to have a community around me.
I love that. I love that. I love the carefreeness too, because like that's just how we're supposed. It kind of like connects with what Alyssa was just saying about like, well, and just mentioning like the Garden of Eden and just being there, and like that's how we're supposed to be existing, is just carefree together in our nakedness, in our vulnerability, in our just being, you know. So yeah, I love that. I love that.
And that's the second time mangoes has come up for me today. You mentioning it, Lexi. Someone mentioned mangoes earlier this morning on something I was listening to, so that makes me want to like okay, how are mangoes coming to me, and what's that about?
Yeah.
Want you to eat them. That's what.
That sacral solar plexus chakra area is out to you.
Can I just say that being able to host a dinner party of like 12 at 55 is like an accomplishment?
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
You were like, there's probably like a dozen people there. I was like, that's an accomplishment.
Yeah.
At 55.
55.
Have that many people that you still like and want to be around.
Right.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Yes, your future is bright.
We hosting dinner parties, okay?
Right.
Yeah, we are.
Your soul family is in that thing.
In that thing, okay?
Anybody else? Anyone else? No? Yes?
Not ready to share.
So my 21-year-old self just kept coming and reminding me, like, please go have fun.
Period.
Please go have fun. Just please just go make friends. It's okay.
It is okay. Yes. Cause she want. Oh, I'm thinking about that. Kimberly. The Party by Beyonce. You know. Hold on.
Yep.
Hey.
Cause he like hey.
Oh, Macy said she finna play the song. I'm about to
play it for Kimberly. I'm playing it for Kimberly.
Girl and your friends bad too.
Hey.
You got the swag. So I was in swag.
Period.
You a bad girl and your Kimberly bad too. Hey, you got the swag, so
girl, turn up. Go Kimberly. Go Kimberly. Go Kimberly.
The swag too.
I may be young, but I'm ready.
Okay, get it. Kimberly, I don't keep you moving, girl. This your party right now.
Yeah, come on, Kimberly.
There we go.
Just let hold on. Yeah.
Give it all away. Just
don't
I'm dancing.
All right.
Just embarrassed.
What?
We all off beat.
I know, right? Like,
Everybody has a time lapse in their sound when it's coming in.
yeah.
That's
All right, y'all. Well, I appreciate y'all for being here. I'm probably gonna do these a lot more often. So, yeah, so make sure you join me whenever you see it. I do want to invite you. On Wednesday nights, I host a mindful writing group, and we basically come together and we meditate, and I create journaling prompts, and we work through a certain, like last week, Emily, what did we work through? What did we do last week? Anyway, it's been like
It's so
self-trust,
good. Yeah.
self-acceptance, like we just work through different things. And so and I create journaling prompts to like help us really dive into that and overcome whatever it is, or like ground into what we need to ground into. So if you want to join us for that, you can go to my website. It's mindfullivingsolutions.com. And so I'll type it in the comments real quick just so you can see it before we go.
What's natural cannot be avoided. Was
Yes,
the
that's
things we talked about last week.
Yes, that's what we started with. Yeah, so we basically that's right. Last week we basically kind of just like played with stillness a little bit, really. It was like what's natural cannot be avoided. And then we went into like I will be still and know. And then so we kind of just played with stillness and just like just allowing through stillness. So yeah, so you can sign up at my website. Just go to the tab that says groups, and it's the mindful writing group. So we start at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on Wednesdays, and it is free. I decided that that's one of those things that I'm going to keep free for right now. So if you want to join, then just go ahead and sign up. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for being here. It was amazing. I could feel everybody's like energy and just, I love it. So I hope everyone has a great night and a good day tomorrow. And love y'all.
Love you. Bye.
Thanks, Macy.
Thank you. Bye.
Y'all are welcome. Bye.
See ya.